All right. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. It's 7 a.m. Dallas time. It's 8 p.m. China time. 9 a.m. Sao Paulo time. I thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Leticia Ferreira, and we also have Professor Hubert Sidorek. We are from UT Dallas, and we're going to present information about this Future Leader program. So before we start, let me tell you a few things. We are going to record this session. So it is being recorded already. It's going to be available for you to review it at your convenience later on, or even to share with other people like you that are interested in joining the program. Please let your microphones muted all the time. Sorry, as you are right now. And remember to unmute it when you are about to ask a question or make a comment. And also feel free to type your questions or comments on the chat box. I'll be monitoring them, and we are gonna try our best to answer all your questions or concerns, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. I'm willing to, first of all, just like hear from you, just like for you to present yourselves, and then we can be free to have this conversation. It's going to be an informal conversation. So there's going to be, of course, some slides that will be presented, but we would like you to feel free to ask all your questions and make your comments. And if I'm speaking too fast, or if there is anything that you couldn't understand, you just let me know, and I can repeat or go slowly if you will. Okay, so let me go ahead and introduce Professor Zidorek. So he's going to present himself, and then you guys can introduce yourselves too.
Good morning, good evening, everyone. My name is Hubert Storek. I'm the program director at the University of Texas at Dallas. I'm also the director of Center for Global Business. We have about 220 undergraduate students in our program. We have about 50 students in our graduate program. We partner with different schools around the world, and as you will hear us speak about different engagements, different exchange programs that we have, and the collaboration between different schools to allow you to actually collaborate with schools in the United States, but also in Brazil and other countries. So. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a fantastic program that we will deliver this summer. We've done it several times already in-person modality as well as virtually, and we are continuing this year because of the pandemic. We're continuing to deliver this in a virtual capacity. As Leticia will mention, there are a number of engagement. There are a number of networking opportunities that you will be able to experience through this program, and you will be able to actually get to know other students from other places, other schools, other countries as well, to be able to start building your global network. So, thank you so much for joining us again, and I'll turn it over back to Leticia.
Thank you, Professor Zidorek. Let me then go ahead and open the mic for whoever wants to present yourself. So I'm sorry, I cannot read Mandarin, so I cannot read your names. So go ahead, and who wants to start?
Okay, I think I could start. Hello everyone, and then I'm the alumni of Future Leaders program. I participated in the program back in 2019, so it's really good to like have time to meet up with all you guys, like prospective student, and I'm expected and looking forward to meet you guys in the program for this year.
Thank you so much, Sasa. We also have Imin from the ECLAT Foundation. Are you there, Imin? Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Good morning, everyone. It is too early for us, so just myself will be here. Jen still asleep. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second info section of the ECLAT Future Leaders Program with UTD. And I'm looking forward to have more students to join us. Good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Imin is a key person for us. The ECLAT Foundation is partnering with us for many years now, and they have been just an amazing and invaluable support to the education of the future generation of change makers, just like yourselves. So who else would like to introduce yourself? Don't be shy. I'm sorry, we can't hear you. If anyone else would like to start and introduce yourself.
Mr. Shea is still muted. Please unmute yourself.
I see Ufin joining us today. Thank you for joining, Ufin. All right, so we are having some technical issues. I guess we cannot hear you, Mr. I'm sorry, I couldn't get your name. But yeah, at any point, if you want to introduce yourself or ask any questions, just go ahead and unmute your microphone or type your comments also on the chat box. All right. Does anyone else would like to introduce yourself? And I know that it might feel overwhelming. That's just like so many strangers, right? People you don't know yet in this info session. So I get that it might be a little uncomfortable to go ahead and show yourself and introduce yourself, but just feel free. We are here among friends. We are all here because we love developing people. We love learning more about yourselves, and we really would appreciate knowing you a little bit more. So if you will, we can also just do this round of introductions later on, so you feel more comfortable and you feel more prepared to do so. Does that sound good? All right, so I'll go ahead and start presenting. So let me go ahead and pull up my slides, and then I'll ask Sasa, if you can help me monitor the chat, because when I'm presenting, at times I just don't see who is asking a question or making a comment, okay? So if you can help me out with that, that would be much appreciated. Please let me know when and if you see my slides. Can you all see my slides?
Yes.
All right. So I'm not Professor Sidoric, but I'm helping present it today. And also, of course, Professor Sidoric will intervene or make his own comments in different sessions of this presentation. So we are going to cover these topics here. So we are going to talk about the program, some registration details, and we're going to open for you to ask specific questions that you may have. But first of all, let me just give you an overview of what the program is about and what we are doing right now. So we are in this pre-program phase, right? So this is going to be a 3-week program. This is for international students just like you who are striving to be global leaders, striving to be change makers, striving to really be global citizens. So we have this pre-program phase, the program itself, and then the post-program engagement that is very important, a very important part of this learning experience. So from now until June, we are doing, all the preparations. So you're gonna they make your registration. We are gonna interview you because it's really a selective program. So we are gonna interview candidates. We are gonna select those who are the best ones to participate in this program. And we are gonna set up, everything for you to participate. We are gonna use Microsoft Teams as the base for our learning experience. So we're gonna be setting up accounts, setting up access for you to join us through the UT Dallas platform. So from July 11th to July 29th, it's the program itself. It's a 3-week program. We are going to have classes and sessions and workshops every day, from a session in the morning, another one in the evening. And you're going to have some hands-on activities you're going to perform, and you're going to work in groups to deliver some interesting work that's going to be part of your learning, and that's going to be also part of these changes that we want to make in the world, right? So the program itself is really covering and going deep into international business communication. We are going to have a lot of activities, and there's going to be opportunity for you to really know more about yourself. There's this Strength Finder assessment tool that's going to be available for you. So you're going to really identify what are those key strengths that you have, and build upon those strengths to build your career, to build your network, and to really make you a successful professional, international professional. We are going to be covering also global business essentials, global business trends, and that's when on week 2 we are going to have all amazing speakers presenting their own experiences and sharing their own insights with you about what it takes to be a successful leader in this global environment we operate in. And a very important part of our program is really that you're going to learn how to build and prepare a social impact plan. We want you to in a group, in a team, you're going to work to identify a problem that you would like to help solve. And as a group, you're gonna prepare a plan to address that problem, to really make a difference in your own community. And of course, as part of the post program, we want you to go ahead and implement that plan. We want you to go ahead and do some volunteering and community service, because this is really about you being able to become that change that you want to see in the world. And of course, the alumni engagement is very important. You just heard from Sasa, and there's a number of other amazing alumni that will be there for you to support you during the program and after it, just to really support you in implementing those innovative ideas on how to make the world a better place. Any questions so far? All right, so let me go ahead and show you more about the program itself. So a big chunk of this program is about the Sustainable Development Goals from the United Nations. So this is a largely known and well available. There are a number of resources available for you to learn more about the Sustainable Development Goals. And as we want to be those change makers, it's really important to understand what is it that the world needs at this point. So there are 17 Sustainable Development Goals that have been developed or identified by the United Nations, and you have the chance to identify one of those issues or one of those goals that are related to that are relevant to your community, and then really try to address those issues. So as I mentioned, week 1, focus on international business communication. I'm sorry, I think I'm hearing some background or some background noise here. I don't know if you can please go ahead and mute your mic. All right, thank you. So week 1 is focused on international business communication. And again, it's really about understanding cross-cultural differences and how you can navigate those differences, navigate those environments, different, just like interacting with people from different cultures. It's about really knowing yourself and how you can then make an impact in that diverse community we are going to be immersed in. Week 2, it's really all about global business, global trends, and hearing from those industry leaders. Week 3 is about identifying the problem you want to tackle and working together as a team to prepare those social impact plans, addressing those sustainable development goals. Okay. These are examples of the social impact plans that have been prepared by the last edition, the participants on the last edition of the Future Leaders Program. So we had 3 groups last year, and each one of them were addressing these goals. So about good health and well-being, about quality of education and reducing inequalities. So they've done an amazing job identifying those issues and addressing them through their social impact plans. So hopefully you're gonna also present your ideas and also your plans for changing and improving your community also. So here's a testimonial from one of the participants. So Timothy was a student in the class of 2019, and he was really so happy about this program. This is his testimony. This was certainly one of the most educational and enlightening courses to his perception. So. And we have also here some alumni with us today, and you have the chance to hear from themselves by firsthand what do they have to say about it. And here I would like to ask Professor Zadorek to talk a little bit more about these industry leaders that have participated in this program in the past, and most of them will probably be also participating in this edition of the Future Leaders Program for this summer. So we have really top-notch individuals that are going to be part of your network too, because they're going to present and you'll have the chance to connect with them through this program. So Professor Zadorek, if you can just tell us a little more about who they are and why it is so important for us to have those leaders helping us in this program.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Leticia. So we have selected these individuals to truly tell their story to you, based on their years of experience and sometimes multiple decades of experience in various areas of focus. So we have a number of folks that have specialized in their own functional areas, and we have asked them to actually share their stories. We have asked them to actually tell you how they got to where they are right now, what was the journey, what kind of skills and competencies they needed to develop along the journey, and also they will tell you within their specific areas what are some trends that are developing right now that you need to pay attention to. So as you can see, the first one on the top is Michael Masiari. He's one of the lead attorneys for an international law firm, DLA Piper. He's going to be telling you a little bit about what's happening in international business law. We also have Dobrina Ustun, who's able to share with us the immigration policies within the United States immigration process, the changes, how it helps, how it hinders the immigration activity, and also she's going to be able to put this into perspective from in terms of global talent, because immigration is part of the global talent process. Why do countries actually need a really good immigration process, immigration program, to be able to bring talented students like you to work in the United States? We have Nikunj Nirmal, who's actually a global lead for strategy for a company called Amazon. Most of you are fairly familiar with what Amazon does, so he's going to be telling us a little bit about his leadership role and also how Amazon approaches development of international market. We also have Chris Fitzgerald. Chris has been truly has practiced multiple decades, over 40 years of experience in multiple companies. His latest company was NTT Data, and he acted in the peak of his career. He acted as a CTO, Chief Technology Officer. He's going to be telling you about the trends in technology that are developing that you need to actually think about as you move into your professional careers. Lawrence Howarth is our contact at Chamber of Commerce that we work with here in the city of Richardson, where the University of Texas of Dallas is located. And he tells us about how he works with companies, how he works with universities, how he tries to create a platform to develop or provide economic development for the city and for the region. And this is where a lot of you are going to be actually working with different individuals, whether these are local governments or companies, or even your universities, to bring all of them together to develop a platform or ecosystem to develop your region, because that's ultimately the goal of your activities. Mimi Ho works as a global leader in what's called global talent and mobility, which comes from human resources area. She's able to kind of recognize the trends and also work within her environment to provide access for her employees to different areas and different markets around the world. And she's able to structure programs that help her employees actually to travel and get experience around the world. And Matthew Tagnon, originally from France, comes to us with years of experience in multiple areas, mostly in HR and marketing. Recently, he's been the chief learning officer for a company called Essilor, a French company of glass lenses and contact lenses, and years of experience and great storyteller to tell you more about how his company went through a merger with another company from Italy a couple of years ago, a company called Luxottica. So a great set of global industry leaders to learn from. We'll be bringing also others. We'll be bringing student organizations. We'll be bringing people that will truly give you a flavor of global citizenship, global leadership, and something that you can truly learn from this program. So, Leticia, back to you.
Thank you so much, Professor Zadorek. So you can see already how diverse this program is and how global it is already. You see leaders from multiple industries, and countries and from different cultural backgrounds. So it is going to be a very interesting experience, I promise you. And here are some of our scholars, so the professors that are going to be leading you and participating in some of our workshops to support you through this journey. So Professor Sidorek, Victoria McGrady, Gaurav Shekhar, Tom Henderson, Gary Koch, and Mike Peng. Mike Peng is one of the most accomplished scholars in the world. He's, top 1% in terms of research and publications in global business. He's author of a couple of books in international and global management. So we are going to be surrounded and we are going to be learning from you, really amazing professors, people with lots of experience and lots of knowledge and research as well. So, and we are going to have also the mentoring, and on top of the sponsorship, we have the mentoring from the ECLAT Foundation. So you have been introduced to Mr. Emin already, and we have Jane Jen, Linda Su, Jerry Su, and Eric Ho, and Sam Yang, and others from the ECLAT Foundation that have been partnering with us for many years now. They are really genuinely interested in helping students progress and learn and grow, and they're going to be your mentors after the program is over, right? So thank you again to the ECLAT Foundation for supporting us and for supporting the students in their journey to become those global citizens, global leaders. Thank you. And you also have met Sasa Lin. We have other alumni with us today, like Cindy and Will, I guess. So other students or all the other alumni will be with you during the program and after the program to support you, again, understanding, learning, working with your assignments, and afterwards really support you in that networking and other engagements that will be also important for your continued development. So Polly, Sasa, Andy, Timothy, and many others will be by your side, helping you through the journey. And during the program, we also have had, last year, we had the collaboration of the TechPact. TechPact is one of the student clubs we have at UT Dallas. These are students, again, from different backgrounds, different nationalities, and they have been an amazing resource to support our students in developing those impact plans. So there are gonna be experienced students from UT Dallas, graduate students from UT Dallas, helping you also in this journey, in developing your social impact plans. So tools like how to identify a problem, how you select a problem, and how you articulate what that problem is, so you can really start planning, start developing a solution to that those problems. They are gonna offer you many tools on how to do planning, on how to do and comprehensive and detailed action plan for your development. So, any questions so far? Any comments? All right, so here are registration details. So if you are willing to go ahead and apply for this program, you can just like scan this QR code on your screen. Application deadline is in 10 days. Well, yeah, so far it is 10 days, and I understand that maybe you need a little bit more time to complete your application, because you're gonna have to present or to turn in your college transcript, or if you haven't started college yet but you have been accepted by a university, just go ahead and and bring us either your college transcript or your college acceptance letter or proof of being accepted, proof that you have been approved to start that program, plus your high school transcript. So you're going to see that we want really the best students participating in this program. So we are going to see, we are going to see what type of courses have you taken, how your performance has been so far. So we want you to present that transcript. We want you to present your resume or curriculum vitae if you have one, 2 recommendation letters, and a statement of purpose. So we want to understand why would you like to join this program? What are some of the, your ambitions for the future, and how do you think this program can help you with that? Okay, so I know that's just like a lot of documents that you have to prepare. So if you need a bit more time than these, next 10 days, let us know. And the investment for the program is $999. Okay, these are US dollars. And if you have any need and you say, oh, I can't afford that money, that amount, there will be scholarships available through the ECLAT Foundation. Those scholarships are merit-based and need-based. So there's a mix of these 2 criteria that are gonna be evaluated by the leaders from the ECLAT Foundation. But yes, if you have a need and if you feel like you can't afford that cost, that price, there will be scholarships available. Okay. Any questions? All right. So I'll just leave this screen for a few more seconds so you can, scan the QR code and take note of those documents you're gonna have to present. Important thing is all documents must be in English, right? Because I cannot read Mandarin, I cannot read many foreign languages, just a few, but so it is important that all documents are presented in English. And after that, we are gonna schedule an interview with you. It's gonna be a 30-minute interview. We are going to schedule it pretty soon, within 2 weeks after you apply for this program. And we are going to just like get to know you, get to know if you can communicate properly, if you can really communicate in English. That's a huge part of this interview process. We also are going to be interested in hearing, about your skills, your personality, your hobbies, and because you want really to select those, a diverse community of students who are eager to learn and who are eager to serve their community. So if you have experience in, volunteering and serving your community in whatever type of organization, we want to hear that too. So we are looking for leadership, we are looking for communication, teamwork, curiosity, and we want people who are willing to serve others. Very, very important criteria for us, okay? All right, so let me show you some pictures of previous year's program. Yeah, you see this was the closing session of last year's edition of the program. So you see lots of Asian students here. We have here also partners from the ECLAT Foundation supporting us in the closing ceremony. Very, very good evening we had that night. Here are pictures of the program's edition when they were in person. So in the years of 2018 and 19, the program was taking place here in Dallas, here in the Richardson area, which is DFW area in the US. So students flew from different areas, different towns to the US to join us. So those are, smiley faces as you see of these amazing experience of coming to see, coming to interact, coming to know a little bit of our country, and it has been a great experience. All right, so yes, so I'd like to then go ahead and have a little break here and ask again if you have questions or comments.
Leticia, there is a question on the chat about the length of the program. So if you can talk about the length of the program and the format again for
All right. Yes, thank you so much. So yes, it's going to be a 3-week program. So it's starting on July 11th to July 29th. So let me go ahead and just put some slide here as again. So yeah. So yeah, from July 11th to 29, the program itself is going to have these 3 weeks length. So we are going to have sessions in the morning and in the evening, right? So let me go ahead and also open the detailed schedule. I think that will help, right? Give me a second here. Let me open this other document. Okay. Right. I don't know if you can see it. I think I have to exchange screen. So let me stop sharing this and start sharing this other document. So you're going to see that in this schedule, we have local time, which is Dallas for us. It's US Central Time. And we are going to also put in the schedule the time in Taipei or Shanghai time, okay? So please let me know if you can see the document in front of you. Let me. Can you see that? All right. So I'm not gonna read it, and you're gonna receive a copy of it. But yeah, it's okay. Here are the goals of the program. So we want you to be able to really understand what are the bases of being a global citizen and a global professional, right? So I'm not gonna read those, but yeah, we are gonna conduce all the sessions through MS Teams. So if you don't have MS Teams installed in your computer, we'll help you out with that, but you're gonna need to have access to MS Teams. And we are gonna provide you with some UT dollars ID so you can join our platform, our learning management system, so you can really have access to the sessions, to materials, to collaborating with your team members through MS Teams. That's going to be multiple different people supporting you during the program. And yeah, here we go with the program. So you see that it is the session times going to be like 7 p.m. local time, US Central Time, which for you is 13 hours later, right? So it's going to be 8 a.m. through 9:30 in the morning. And then again, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. in the evening, okay? So you're going to see that it's going to be about 2 hours per block in the morning and in the evening, okay? And during the day, you just like collaborate with your peers to do some work before each session. We want you to reflect, you know, after each day, we want to also to reflect on what you have learned and somehow make notes of what you're getting so far, right? So week 1, we are going to have then 10 sessions, right? So 10 sessions means 5 days, 2 sessions each day, and 2 hours each session. Okay. So yeah, we are gonna see, for each one of those sessions, there's gonna be some goals and some strategy for us to meet those goals, and also who are the professors or facilitators involved in those sessions. So you're gonna receive this afterward. This is not final because we are still confirming some of the speakers. But yes, this is how the program is structured. So again, week 1 is focused on knowing yourself, knowing the culture you're going to be immersed in, and understanding how to navigate that culture, how, understanding cross-cultural communication, and how to be successful in communicating in English or in other languages, but really being good and great storytellers. This is a huge part of the program. So week 2 is about global trends, global needs, how to be a successful leader in the global arena. And week 3 is going to be about global leadership. So again, sessions in the evening and in the morning, 2 hours per session. Does that answer your question? All right. So I'll stop sharing. Okay. Any more questions? So let me see. Now that I'm not presenting, I think I can see the chat again. And by the way, thank you so much for sharing your email addresses here with us. Really appreciate that. So we can share with you the slide deck that we are just presenting here. Also, we can share the recording for this session. So thank you so much for sharing your emails. All right, so let me hand it over to one of our alumni. So I bet you were interested in hearing also from the alumni, because one thing is us telling you guys how wonderful this program is, and another thing is really hearing from former participants to share their experiences and how this program helped them to achieve their own goals and to develop their careers. So let me ask some of the alumni here to talk a little bit about what has been their experience with this program. So let me see. Ufin, are you still there? Would you like to go ahead and share your perspective or your opinion on how was it? How was your experience? I think you're muted, Ufin. Okay, let me see who else. Sasa, are you still there? Do you want to share a little bit of your own experience with us? Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Okay, hello everyone. I'm Sasa, and like I said before, I am the alumni of Future Leaders program. I participated this program back like 3 years ago in 2019. And so for me, it was an amazing opportunity for me to join this program because for me, I was majoring in clinical psychology, psych major when I'm in college. So to be honest, like there not have been that many opportunities for me to explore business opportunities within the field for me. So after that, I participate in the program. It does like unlock a lot of opportunities for me within the business field. And in addition to that, in addition to the personal career growth, career development wise, I do met a lot of like amazing other alumni as well back 3 years ago that we kind of like learn from each other and then do see that how diverse background we're from. Like for me, I'm from psych background. There's like people from computer science, from law, from like a varying of diverse backgrounds. So that does give us a lot of opportunity to interact with each other and then to see how we could build our career. And then that was something that really inspired each of us, like back in 3 years ago. And I do believe that because this year it's not in-person program, it's a virtual program. So I do know like you might be a little bit like concerning and then not like a little bit indecisive on whether you want to be like input in this program. But like from the other aspect is that it's flexible. It's really flexible that you can just stay at home online learning, and then you get this amazing opportunity to meet a lot of well-known, prestiged speakers, professionals in their career, and that does give you a lot of opportunities to networking with them, and then to see whether you want to go with their directions, or you're absolutely getting a lot of inspirations from their talk, from their lecture for real. So within this 3 program, I know that there's a lot of information like for this 30 minutes, and I know that it's a little bit hard to digest all of them. But one thing is that if you're interested international business, or even you're not one of them, you're just trying to explore a lot of business opportunities, and I believe that would be the amazing opportunity for any of you that just to check in and to see how you could devote yourself and then to build on more career within this program. Okay, thank you. I talk too much.
Thank you so much, Sasa. Yeah, it's very interesting what you brought about the diversity of, of background, of programs background. So yeah, we have people from engineering, from environmental science, from psychology, from, we have even had a airplane pilot, but participating with us. So very important that we have this diversity, and that's the beauty of global business, this global business field, because it is open to everyone who wants to make a difference in the world. And if you are one of those, or if you are not sure, please join us. You're gonna learn a lot about yourself and a lot about the world and a lot about how you can make a difference. Thank you, Sasa.
Excuse me, Leticia. I see Su Wei from last year's here. Can Su Wei say something? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm Will, and I have trouble turning on my camera, so I just share my opinions with you. So I was the participant last year, and I feel proud of myself of participating in this program because I really made a lot of friends, and I also heard from professors around the world, and they are mostly working in a very famous big international corporations. So I do believe that all of you can can have an understanding of the industry, of the business before you graduate from your college. And I think the most important thing is that you can build the connections with people around the world. Like for me, I'm currently the members of alumni associations, and we have to like promote this program to like different people in different areas. So this is a very precious experiences for us to if we are applying for a job or for a degree. So I'm very recommended you to participate in this program this year, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in July. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Will. Really appreciate your comments. And again, it's really about also building those connections, building friendship. We are among friends here, and you're gonna have those friends for life. People who will still be in contact with you for many years to come. So yeah, that's very, very important. It's all about networking, all about cooperating. And thinking global, but also acting local, right? So it's really about making a difference where you are at. It's not just like, we not necessarily will need to move from where you are right now. It's really about understanding that that global environment, but really making a difference where you are at. Thank you so much, Will. Anyone else would like to share? Any one of the alumni who are with us tonight that would like to share their own perceptions or experiences with the group? All right. Any of the guests, any of the guests participating with us that would like to introduce yourself and ask a question, we are here for you. We still have about 10 minutes to talk, if you will, or Emin, would you like to say something?
Thank you, Leticia. Again, thank you for everyone joining us today. I see some of the students or participants tonight come from China, I believe. And as you have seen that already, SASA and our Alumni Association in Taiwan is our contact person in Taiwan to help us. And those are from China. We have the last year's student, Yang Minlan. She is our contact person in China. So we can provide her information to any of you if you're interested in talking to her. And I also like to hear some participants tonight from China. I will name it. If you'd like to say something, please do. And I think first one is Xie Zhanyang. Mr. Xie, do you like to say anything? Xie Zhanyang 同学. Can you hear me? Next one, I believe, is Zhao, Mr. Zhao. Zhao, ZYD. No response. Okay, I'm just keep going. Ma Yongting. Ma Yongting. Ma Yongting. Can you hear me? Well, just no response. That's okay. Then let me move on. Again, is once you have attended today's program, please just go ahead to sign up and register. Again, ECLAT will look into the providing the scholarship for anyone who is qualified academically or financially needs. So we would really like to have good students to join us, and you can see the experience we have. This program will make a lot change for you and yourself for your career. I can bet that with you. All right, any other participants would like to say something? How about then I'm Wang, Mr. Wang Zhongwei. Wang Zhongwei. 要讲话吗? Please, somebody need to say something. Okay, well, apparently all don't want to say anything, but they need to say something when they are interviewed, so for sure. So,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help. I can't read Mandarin yet, but thank you so much.
No problem, yes.
All right, so we'll give you just a few more moments if you are still considering to ask a question or make a comment. Otherwise, we'll contact you through those email addresses that you are kindly sharing with us. Thank you so much for sharing those. We are gonna share that information with you, share the link to the recordings, share a PDF version of the slides that we've just presented. And of course, if you have further questions, you may always connect with our alumni association. So with Sasa, with Will, with Mingnan in China, with other participants from previous years. Also, feel free to reach out to myself. So I'll also type my email, my direct email on the chat. It's really easy. It's Leticia@UT Leticia@UT and I'll be happy to answer all questions you may have. Someone is typing. Let me see. All right. So I'm so happy to have had this opportunity to be with you. So happy for you to have participating in this session. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for sharing your email addresses. We are going to be in contact with you, and we really, really want you to apply. So please go ahead and apply. If you at least start your application, we see already that you are interested. And if you need a little bit more time to finish preparing your documents, it is fine. We are flexible, okay? But go ahead and start. Go ahead and start filling up your application. It's very important for us that we see that you are interested. And again, if you need some support, financial support, the ECLAT Foundation is here also to help. It's going to be merit-based or need-based. So go ahead and apply. Don't be shy. Don't let that be a roadblock for you. Go ahead and apply. And we are going to be happy to help with anything we can. Okay. Professor Zidorek, would you like to say some final words before we close?
Absolutely. So all of you are going to have an opportunity to be part of this really global talent and leadership program. So don't hesitate to reach out. You have a lot of students, former students, who are going to support you along the way. You're going to be actually supported by our faculty and Leticia and other staff members. So you are in great hands. Don't hesitate to ask, and we'll be reaching out to you over the next couple of days to make sure that you start that application process. So thank you again so much for joining, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you, everyone. See you in July.
See you.